Hi everybody, this is Gino from Gino's Family. It's Monday, August 18th. I want to do a quick gardening video with you guys today. As you see, this garden looks great this year. What happened, we had a great weather this year. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. I want you to go back to the video we had in April. You'll see all these beds were completely empty. I want to show you how big these plants grow, how far apart the stuff should be planted. Let's start with this first bed here. We had started this bed, it was little tiny broccolis. So I had cabbage here. The cabbage is still not ready yet. I had broccolis all around, and this kohlrabi is ready to be picked. So what I did is I picked one of the cabbage heads, and what I had done here is I had to intersperse, did a succession planting. I've got soybeans here. So the soybeans I have down there are almost done, and these are coming up right now, which is great. Same thing on this bed. Right here we have our bush beans. These aren't pole beans. Pole beans really grow really high. I wanted to have these here because these are shorter. They don't have to be staked, and this is the perfect size that you can pick them. Down behind us we have them. They're more mature, so these are our second picking of it. Here. Over here, I have our peas. Our peas had finished in June, and I had planted these back in the beginning of July. So this is going to be my second crop of peas, which is great, because now, normally, this is perfect temperature for them, about 80 degrees. Here we have cabbage. Let me pick a head for you right now. Look how beautiful this cabbage is. It's gorgeous. What you do is just pull the root, just shake it, and just break it down. All this goes into the compost bin. And what I'll do is just lop it off. Nice, beautiful, solid head. You want to put this in our harvest? Right behind you, as you can see here, we have beautiful acorn squash. It takes up a huge amount of space. I'm going to pick an acorn squash here because we're going to do a quick recipe on it. As you can see, it's beautiful here. This is where it's been sitting. You can see a little bruising. All these kinds of squashes and watermelons. You see how long they've been sitting down by the mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a knife and quickly cut it. We're going to put this in our harvest. Over here we have romaine lettuce. I'll pick a romaine head. We're going to make Caesar salad with this tonight. I'm going to drop this, shake this off. This goes into compost bin. Let me just leave that here for now. And we're going to use this for a nice Caesar salad. When we had done this bed here in April, guys, these Brussels sprouts are really small, but as you can see now, they're getting to be really big. And here, you'll see the little Brussels sprouts growing on them. Let me just pull off a little one. They're not ready yet, but you can see how nice they are. Another week or two, these will be ready to be picked. I have a couple more heads of cabbage there that are ready to go. And here we have broccoli. What I can do is, if I want to, I'm going to give it to Cecilia. I'm just going to cut it. It's a beautiful broccoli head. So what I like about broccoli is it has shoots on it. So in the next few days, you'll be seeing little broccoli shoots all going on the sides of it. There's another broccoli head here. And as you can see here, there's little broccolis here. So these are all Brussels sprouts here. Here's my second planting of zucchini. And here also, let me show you the zucchini on that side. The zucchini did really well this year. The zucchini here is starting to dry out. I've got a big zucchini here. We had a great year this year with all of the zucchini flowers. This is a beautiful size for zucchini. We have another one over there. So these are going to be stopped producing in the next few days, but right behind us we have other zucchini that I planted a couple weeks after these that are growing beautifully here. As you can see, they're really big, and you can see all the zucchini flowers that we're still getting from these plants. And as you can see here, we've got a beautiful eggplant, beautiful tree. We just picked a little eggplant here. I was having really bad success with the white eggplant, so I decided to plant this like 2-3 weeks after the white eggplants, and I've got a beautiful tree here. Hoping that this will stay a little bit warm, because eggplant needs nice warm weather. Right next to it, I have the broccoli, and as I was saying, what's great about the broccoli, you have all these little shoots right next to them. So what you do is just cut them before they go to seed, and you can saute these up really quickly. Behind us over here we have our soybeans. We've been picking soybeans for the last week or so. Let me show them to you. These pods are still a little empty, so these got another few more days to go. But what you do is you just pick them all, and I have a really quick recipe for you how to saute them in garlic and oil. I'm going to show that to you guys. Down over here I have more cabbage. Look how beautiful this head of cabbage is. It's hiding in there. So when I'm ready to pick it and salt it, it's there. I have the celery here. This celery is ready to be picked. Let me show you how you pick celery. Celery is really easy. What I'll do is I'll just break off one and I'll give it to one of the kids. I'll let them eat it. And I like to break them off as I need them, but if I want to break one off, just pull it out, shake it up. That's why when you buy celery in the store, there's a lot of dirt usually. So you try to cut it, keep it free of dirt, and there it is. And here behind us we have our string beans. I have so many different varieties of string beans here. These are really great. I have flat beans. These are the pole beans that I was talking about. These are the flat Italian beans. Someone hasn't been picking them, so I've got to pick these here. These are really delicious. Saute these in garlic and oil also. We have all different types. I made a trellis type over here, so these are smaller. These are a little bit bigger. I like to pick them this size. This size is better. Behind us over here we have our basil that we had planted. It was really small. Now this year, one thing that really was disappointing this year is the peppers. Peppers really haven't done that well this year. It hasn't been hot enough. They haven't really been flowering that well. That's jalapenos over there. And I have a couple of hot cherry peppers also. Behind us here we have the tomatoes. Tomatoes have done really well. As I showed you in one of the videos, how to stake them and how to tie them all the way up. You see how they just train themselves all the way up. These are grape tomatoes. These are really delicious. Those are beefsteak tomatoes. I have plum tomatoes. And here we have more cabbage. So I'm ready to pick the cabbage. I like to pick the cabbage individually and use it fresh. So I'm going to keep this on for a couple more days and pick it. And behind us here we have our cucumbers. If you remember back in April, Gabrielle and Sophia were planting them. They were little tiny plants, and these things have just blossomed. I mean, we've gotten a good month and a half production out of these. The only problem is if you don't come down for a few days, they sort of hide themselves. And as you can see, this one right here, this one's really huge. You don't want to get them this big, unfortunately, but you know what? We'll take it. We like to pickle them, so these are a little too big. This is usually a nice size. And the reason why we've had such success with these cucumbers is that they're all staked up, they're all trellised. As you can see, they're off the ground, so there's nothing rotting here. And we're gonna have production for like another 2 or 3 weeks, y'all. I've been really happy with this. Anyway, we'll see you guys soon.